Hello, my name is Eddie Biebergall. I am a technical consultant and solution architect with Cognigy, and today I will give you a quick introduction to voice verification and biometrics with Cognigy, AudioCodes, and either Phonexia or Nuance. To begin, we need to shortly explain how exactly the communication between Cognigy and other services works. In the Cognigy flow, we send data to AudioCodes, telling it that we wish to start one of the processes associated with voice verification. AudioCodes communicates with the voice verification server, either Phonexia or Nuance, and sends us the information back in the form of input data. This will be interpreted by Cognigy as if it was the user input, so the trick is to build an agent which can take this information and respond accordingly. For this process, we will be using the AudioCodes voice verification extension, which can be found in our Help Center. It allows you to trigger the processes to check the user's enrollment status, to enroll a new user, to actually start the verification process, and lastly, to delete the user's profile and biometric information. I will go through every part of this process in my demonstration. There are also a few things which need to be considered before starting. We assume you already have a license with Phonexia or Nuance. We also assume that your voice verification server has already been connected to Voice AI Connect. Your first design consideration will need to be the speaker ID. This is a unique number used to associate the person calling with the biometric data saved on the server. In the demonstration, I will use the telephone number of the caller, but you can also use an employee number or a customer number for the ID. You will notice in the demonstration that each process has its own subflow. As I mentioned before, AudioCodes sends the response as input data, and giving each process its own subflow allows us to better control our reaction to the response. Another design consideration is how much audio is required. For user enrollment, at least 15 seconds of audio are required. In our example, we ask the user to read a paragraph from a book or magazine. However, this doesn't have to be done in a block, but rather can be a series of utterances such as multiple questions, as long as the collected audio adds up to 15 seconds. The actual verification process only requires 3 seconds of audio, so simply asking the user to repeat a simple sentence is probably sufficient. The last consideration is the user profile deletion. This does not explicitly require audio, but rather only the user's speaker ID. I would suggest going through the verification process before allowing the user to delete a profile in order to prevent somebody who does not have access or should not have access from deleting a profile from another user. So, now that I've gone through the basics, we can begin with the actual demonstration. As you can see, here is our flow. Here is our extension, which actually checks the enrollment status of the user. And you can see we have these go-to nodes that go to our individual subflows, which represent a process in their own unique bubble. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this up and show you how the process works.
Hello, this is a voice verification process. I can't seem to find you in our system. Should I enroll you into voice verification?
Yes, please.
Okay, to help us get started, I will need some information. I usually need a bit more text to verify your voice. Please search for a short paragraph, like from a magazine or something similar, which can be read aloud. Please tell me when you're ready.
One moment, please. I need to look.
No problem. I can wait a little while.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. You can start reading now.
My father had a small estate in Nottinghamshire. I was the third of 5 sons. He sent me to Emmanuel College in Cambridge at 14 years old, where I resided 3 years and applied myself close to my studies. But the charge of maintaining me, although I had a very scanty allowance, being too great for a narrow fortune, I was bound apprentice to Mr. James Bates, an eminent surgeon in London, with whom I continued 4 years.
Enrollment was successful. To make sure everything went as expected, let's try the verification process again. Please say the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
We require a little more audio to confirm your identity. Please repeat the statement.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Great, you have been verified. How may I help you today?
I'd like to delete my user profile.
Okay, no problem. I would be glad to help you delete your voice verification information from the system. Your verification information has been successfully deleted. Thank you very much and have a great day. Goodbye.
So, as you can see, this is how the voice verification process works within Cognigy. If you have any questions, you can refer to our support article, or you can contact one of your consultants or one of the colleagues in support, and they will be happy to help you. Have a great day.